So, collective, this is going to be one of those random readings, collective readings. Okay, make it make sense. Okay. Um, yeah. Okay. Let's get into it. I hope you guys are doing well. Energy wise, I feel like you are being watched. Now, I feel like you're being watched by like people on a higher level than you. It could be spiritually, it could be literally, like higher ranked. Um, Different type of like social class, spiritual class, a class. Okay, you be something about government watch list is also relevant. I feel like you're realizing that you have some sort of knowledge or access to something where it's like it's an anomaly. It's not. It's abnormal. Um, it's unique. It's rare. I feel like people are fascinated by you. If you're somebody that's like into this, I will say this. If you have spiritual gifts, okay, if you resonate with being spiritually gifted or unique, okay, because everybody can read cards, everybody has intuition, but there's a different type of intuition, different type of what you can access, okay? Maybe you're reincarnated, okay? I feel like this is like for especially gifted individuals. Clairaudiency, claircognizant, clairvoyance, clairsentience, all the clairs is relevant, okay? Earth angels, Holy Spirit, the divine, Yahweh, Yeshua, Yahuwah, all of that, it resonates. You have a type of aura, it doesn't come across at all, or if it did, it's very, I'm getting the energy of like, you don't fit into this timeline. Like you don't, listen, if you're not into spirituality, the occult, mysticism, if you don't have gift, this will sound very spooky. On that note, happy Halloween, as they say. But this is really for gifted people. Something about your aura is very unique. I'm getting the energy of why are you on Earth? Why are you in this timeline? I'm thinking about a message I did a few days ago or weeks. How, actually I don't remember, but it was something about how the student, I do remember the title. The student has become the teacher. So the people that was trying to, or the people, the doubters, the people that question you are looking at you for wisdom, is looking at you for guidance now. Maybe they didn't believe, but now they believe. It's almost like you're proof that Santa Claus exists. Like I'm getting that type of energy. And if somebody didn't believe in like God or angels, they believe now because they met you or something of this nature. They're trying to figure out a loophole. They're trying to figure out like there must be a smoke and mirror somewhere. There must be something that can foretell or break down the illusion of who you are, but they can't find it. Maybe somebody wants to prove that how you're coming across this phenomenon, this eternal being, is fake, but the more they watch you, the more they'll hear you, listen to you, they're getting truths. It's like somebody or people want to deny you or what you do, who you are, and the essence that you hold. But every day, every minute, every second, you're proving them wrong. I feel like you have the ability to shift timelines. Anyways, I'm a little tired. I'm a lot tired. This is like my 5th reading today, so we are going to just add some cards and see what's relevant for the collective. Now, I have noticed, me, myself, and I, that I have been doing a lot of readings that seems to be quite global, universal, and almost ethereal, okay? Not so much love-based, okay? If you know, you know. Well, welcome to Beak Oracles, where you get messages. If it makes sense to you, it will make sense to you, okay? So, we got this one here. A lot of people are realizing that you're somebody that is highly protected, highly ranked, or you have one heck of a spirit team, or guardian angel, or divine force, something protecting you. The people, the doubters, the naysayers, the questionnaires, I'm trying to find a smoke and mirror to take them down, expose them, whatever the case may be, in order to prove that who you are, your existence, is not right, correct, or an illusion, but they can't. Somebody or people is realizing that the protection that you have is real, or who you are is real. I feel people are like scared or fascinated. All I do know is that the student has now become the teacher. So this could be people that was trying to teach you something, you ending up teaching them. Okay? These people could have also witnessed you go through a lot of experiences in your life that the average person would be like, not here today. So for some of you guys, it could be individuals where it's like, there's no way they are balanced. There is no way they are still mentally stable. There's no way they're still manifesting. There's no way they're still moving forward or can dwell on earth, because it's like, I've witnessed collective go through A, B, and C. They themselves can even go through like one episode of your life. So for you to overcome whatever it is that people or this person have seen you overcome is baffling to them, is fascinating, is also scary. Because if it was them, I think they would have been dead or gone crazy. They would have been locked up, but somehow you are different. You are the 1%. You are the anomaly. You are the exception. So you got people here knowing that you're somebody of higher rank, or they were in doubt. So they were on board with testing you to see how much they can break you, and you didn't break. You only excelled. And they realized that not only that, the protection you have is fucking real and is bigger than whatever was trying to break you down into this energy. Dark Night of the Soul, DKS, okay? This is what I would refer to as a spiritual depression. Tower moments upon tower moments, questioning your reality. I'm gonna say this, if you get out of this one time, it's, it's inevitable. But if you go through a lot of this, in conclusion of being attacked, right? Where, just Google Dark Night of the Soul. Those that knows know, and those that was in doubt of you, been through it, or even seen you go through this, it's a miracle that you are still here. So I'm getting a lot of questions of like, how can she or he manage to be on this planet in this timeline while all we've seen is this, the suffering, Okay, the near deaths experiences, the mental breakdown, anchorages, the attacks, the abuse, the fuckery, okay? Because some people, they be going through their lives more than other due to certain places, locations, and demographics, etc. And then there is going through things for learning, right? You use that in order to help other people, etc., etc. And then there is this going through stuff or experiences, and there's only two options. You either stay alive or you become greater than that was supposed to kill you. And I feel like, or end you basically, or keep you in such paradigm where, how do I say this, you would never find yourself. And I feel like that's where you guys are at. It's not the level 1, level 2. It's not level 1 in terms of everybody goes through stuff. It's not level 2 in terms of you going through things to teach other people, right? And this is probably where they saw you to be at. Oh yeah, you know, she had to go through this, and everything was colliding and forming and manifesting because it was to help them grow. This was inadvertently supposed to end you, right? Or at least keep you stuck in level 3 or level 2. But you keep on ascending, right? To the point of like nothing can touch you, not even this. Okay? If you guys see the image, we got body, we got essence, we got mana, prana, or Holy Spirit, you know, give or take. I say this to say somebody or people was expecting whatever in the final stages, the final destination or season of your life, for you to detach from your soul. So when I say it's almost impossibility is an understatement. Somebody or people was expecting you to detach from your soul. Leave this timeline, this planet. But you became not only the person in charge of your spirit, of your soul, but also the one that was, how do I say, you ascended, okay? The image here doesn't look the best. Just zoom in yourself, okay? This is basically breaking point. Life is over. Let me leave my body, okay? But you left your body in such a way, or you got so much experiences that was supposed to end you, that you elevated into a new body or a new timeline. Okay? A lot of you guys, they know, even if you didn't know, your blessings was bigger than average. You did this, and like I said, level 1, everybody goes through things. Level 2, you go through things to teach other people, right? I went through this, so the next generation or the next person you came across, you help them on their journey, etc., etc. And then there is the level 3, whereas, no, we need to take them out because they're bigger than the program. And if you're bigger than the program, that's an issue. Okay? It's almost like all the all the DC characters, you became almost superhero-like. Like I said, the average person wouldn't suffice in your body with your experiences when it comes to your seasons in life. A lot of them knew that you had bigger blessings, right? They just didn't think you would make it past season 2, right? And if you did make past season 2, they know for a fact you wouldn't become this energy, the bigger person that still has what? Their soul intact. I always say this to say, the battle between good and evil, the battle between frequencies. If we look at it from a biblical point of view, it is principalities and darkness and frequencies from different places and etc., right? Timelines, earths, heavens. There's also the frequency of take stalwarts, you know? I haven't seen it, but the light versus dark is a real thing. I feel like you are a part of that battle. That means you are bigger than the program. And if you're bigger than the program, you are becoming an issue, right? But this is not in a sense to make you feel diminished, or this is the thing. You have overcome the trials. You have overcome the tribulations. You have overcome the attacks in such a way, no matter what happens, they can do shit. Now they're fucking learning from you. Excuse my French. That's the thing, they're learning from you now. So, I mean, listen, Soul Tribe, Light Workers, Earth Angels, Peacemakers, Truth Tellers, you did it. We did it, y'all. You did it. Okay? I don't know what else to say. But kudos to you. You guys did it. They also know that the spirit that is covering you. Now, if you're into the Bible, they know for a fact that the Holy Spirit... Where is the thing? They know for a fact that the Holy Spirit is real. Like, the spirit you carry is the definition of the true, authentic spirit. Okay? Now, me myself, I just kind of do my readings as such. I know a lot of people say Jesus, aka Jesus has different names, Joshua, Yahweh, Yeshua, etc. But I say this to say, they know that, I'm going to just say this, they know that the Holy Spirit is real. Okay, there's a card here, but, you know, that's all I got to say. Okay? That's all I got to say. So you are now becoming a teacher. You have ascended. You might also resonate with becoming or standing in the position of an ascended master. Okay? A lot of them thought that you have your heart closed. A lot of them thought they had the key to keep you locked up. Or at least your heart, right? This is the thing. If things are closed within your system, if you can't express, if you can't experience, and I would say be free, for better lack of a term, it will diminish your light. Okay, that's the entire thing, where it's like either they snuff it out, or your light, your presence, your prana, right, the spirit within you, either they snuff it out or they control it, right? They cage it up, and somehow you got out of it. You got out of the cage. You start to love. You start to love yourself. You start to see things from a bigger perspective. 33 could also be relevant. Okay, this is reminding me of like the 33 vertebrates. I think that's called. I'm not quite sure. And it also kind of reminds me of, again, going back to the Bible, the resurrection of it all. Jesus Christ in the Bible died, rose again, and, well, ascended into his true form, okay, which is one with the Spirit, right? And I feel like that is the whole entire battle for us to not ascend into our spiritual self. Because when you do so, this is beyond opening your third eye, you become a superhero. And superheroes are what? Aliens are what? Under attack. Just watch all the fucking Marvel, DC comics, okay? One of the biggest superhero comic base is Superman. Just watch his origin story. On that note, because I'm mentioning a lot of sci-fi has a lot of truth to it. A lot of things are not fiction. That's all I gotta say. Okay? But I say this to say, I feel like when you're stepping into your superhero status, it's all eyes on you, and everybody is looking at you like you are the superhero, and everybody else is Lex Luthor. That's what this is. Okay, everybody is Lex Luthor. Okay, and it's hard being a superhero. And I feel like that's what everybody's talking about, like, in the spiritual community, find your soul tribe. And soul tribe is usually people that listen to you, tap in, and, get your messages and whatnot. But it's really hard to find an equal or people that kind of on the same level where it's like you don't have to be the teacher. But you can also be a student in the sense of like you can receive and give out information where you feel equally validated. Okay. So yeah, excuse the, you know what? Never mind. Never mind. Let's just continue. So yeah, you are in your superhero status and people are now learning from you. I think that's the title. So, good job, okay? I wonder, should I just end it? Should we end it? Alright, so I guess more messages that's relevant here. You're about to get justice. A lot of you guys faced a lot of injustices, okay? They're seeing not only are you protected collective, they're also seeing that you're stepping into your superhero status. Lex Luthor in your life is about to be defeated, or is already defeated now, and is learning from you, right? Now, I would say this though, Lex Luthor is more unhinged in the comics, but whoever is Lex Luthor in your life, you know what it is, okay? I must just say this though. This is a much more milder version in the sense of like Lex Luthor is now learning from you. Now, I will say that I saw the latest superhero movie, Superman, the latest Superman movie, and I will say that he did learn a lot. And for the first half of the movie, Superman was down, right? And the thing is this, it's been going on for so long, right? It was like 30 plus years. So that could also be relevant. You just saw the 33 on the card, right? You could have been a target, okay? Whether spiritually, literally, and when I say literally in the terms of like every day somebody has something against you. It could be a lot of people that feel like an outcast or the underdog could relate, right? Or feel alienated. You could have, since you were a child, people feel some type of way about you and always had something to say, or they wanted to place you this and program you to be this and that, like a lot of that, right? How do you just at your job, with your friends, with your family, at school, wherever you go, there was always some sort of energy. And mind you, as somebody that can relate, the frequency doesn't change. A lot of people feel you guys, it was not just on a spiritual level, it was just you having injustice brought them justice, all right? And now that things have switched, right, they're like, oh my god, I need to know how they did it, how they overcome, how they're still okay, how they're fucking surviving, because it doesn't make sense to them, because they've done everything they could have possibly done to keep you down or stuck or fragmented, okay? And you're now their teacher. The irony of it all. But I wanted to say this, that I know it's gonna sound very preachy, but if there is light, there will always be darkness. right? But what I've observed in myself, they're always, and I hate to kind of come across in this energy. For me, as somebody that always kind of looked at the world in the sense of like grace and love and light, and if you're religious, you know where I'm talking about. That was always the lens, that suffering was for a reason, but that perspective for me had to be changed. That there is such thing as a division in the sense of like karma is real, right? If you are a Christian, right? I'm not a Christian, but I do take a lot of like knowledge from my former religious beliefs. Okay, I'm gonna be 1,000 here. You can't really believe in karma if you believe in Christianity, right? Because karma by word is linked to a different religion or different belief system, right? When karma is just a different word for justice, or God is, fighting your things of that nature, right? So a lot of that had to be rearranged in terms of my belief system, because I could have very much be stuck in a place where it's like this because people told me that it was like that. But again, I always saw in the light of grace and the suffering was okay, when not everything is inevitable. Not everything is supposed to be a lesson, because there is such thing as light versus dark. Okay? This person versus this person. Racism, prejudice, injustice, racism, classism, discrimination, bullying, harassment, abuse, right? You can really look at it from the outside in, but it's much more understanding when you're in the inside out. Whereas like if you don't experience it, I don't think it's gonna clock. And unfortunately, a lot of people, especially if they're supposed to experience certain things, like I said, level 1 is supposed to kind of like, now that life will not always go in a sense of like, don't look at it from a bright perspective, have discernment, okay? Be less stupid, be less naive, be less trusting, right? Some people, they need to do a switcheroo where it's like you've gone through this, but you're also going to be led to people where you can't trust. So life is not always going to be in this, how do I say, dark phase. For instance, when people are like, this happened to you, this person went away, and this experiences was a little bit too much to comprehend and experience, right? Like I said in the beginning, if somebody was abusive and you thought that it was the end, God, Holy Spirit, or a person could come into your life and shift that dynamic where it's like there is still hope, okay? Experience number 1. Experience number 2, you experience what you experience to help other people. And that was the entire reason for that experience. Good or bad, it was for a reason. It was not inevitable. And then there's level 3, meant to take you out. But now the people that was in disbelief, they're realizing like, oh my God, she or he is who they say they are. There's such thing as being protected. There's such a thing as having spiritual protection. Faith is real. That was their lesson, for them to realize that when you say that you have faith, when you say you have a spirit team, when you are somebody of a different spiritual rank, that was their lesson to see that this shit is true. This shit is 3 for 3, 33, and seeing the truth. It's not a lie. I kind of feel like I'm rambling, but as much as I want to put my fleshly human self to this, human analogy, human logic to this, what I want to say is this: no matter what it is, collective, if Source, the Most High, Yahuwah, is not saying it's complete, okay, you reach your destination, destination, then it's going to continue until that's finalized. Okay, this is just, I don't know, season 5 or 3 or 2. I'm assuming it has to go a little bit more to reach, level 3 in terms of the experience. Okay, and I feel like a lot of people that are watching right now, number 1 is to either learn what I'm talking about, or you're a part of that level 3 in terms of like you've been through it all. You thought you have experienced, you have helped other people based on your experience, and now you're being targeted because you are Superman or Superwoman, or aka a superhero now, because why you have gone through all the levels of becoming this superhero. Some might even say an ascended master. Okay, and based on the energy, at least who I read for, you're probably on the light side. So I say this to say kudos to you. I don't know what else to say, but I am very proud of you. These are my type of like soul tribe peoples. I love it. You did it. Okay, you did well. And then I say this all the time, but I do have a speech impediment, so if my articulation is off, that it is that. Okay, it's a real thing. But I also want to add that English is not my first language, and also thirdly, the Mercury retrograde is definitely in influx. Okay, I say this to say, let's continue. So I've got blockages. A lot of you guys have faced blockages and have overcome it. Again, yet it's a miracle. A lot of them thought they could keep you on the merry-go-round. A lot of them thought that, aka your opposition, the haters, the people that are learning from you, thought that they could keep you stuck, keep you blocked. Okay, keep your forward movement to be stagnant, keep you in this Ferris wheel of confusion, illusion, and yeah, pretty much it. Low-key kind of like a puppet, if I'm gonna be honest. If you ever seen like a merry-go-round or even a Ferris wheel, like, well, I think a merry-go-round because is a better example. It goes round and round, right? And it's not fast, it's not slow, it's just around and round, right? But everything on the Ferris wheel is so glamorous and everything. It feels like you are heading somewhere, but it's an illusion. All it's doing is going round and round instead of going. You can't go straight, you cannot go backward, you can only go round and round. And going round and round is symbolic for what? Being in confusion, going around in circles. Okay? A circle has no end. Okay, so whether it was good or bad, but in this case, based on this card, somebody wanted you to have obstacles until no end. Somebody wanted you to be on the merry-go-round, the Ferris wheel, one person or many people. So like, you're here, collective. Okay? I'm gonna take my time today. Okay? Where's this thing? So yeah, they wanted you to be in this frequency of like everything will always be an obstacle. There's always going to be a rejection and no. things will never change. Whether it's bad or good, it's always going to be the same. But specifically in this energy, the blockage, the rejection, the obstacle, the struggle, okay? Somebody or people was used to you being in this struggle. Poverty mindset could be relevant. That's what I'm thinking about right now. Struggle mentality. Okay, this is what they wanted you to be in. And you can struggle in different ways. Like I just said, if it's not poverty, it's just you not having faith in yourself. You thinking that you're a failure. You being complacent with bare minimum, right? You're not thinking you deserve love or thinking that that's even an option for you. And I'm talking about real love, or how do I say this? You having faith in yourself seems to be like a threat to society, if I'm going to be honest. There's something about you having like your belief system, but more so the faith in yourself is like a threat to a lot of people, the people that was your opposition. Okay? So, yeah. But again, now they're learning from you, so I guess, everything is all good. I'm gonna say this though, the battle is over, justice is yours. But justice is likely yours because they ain't got nothing else to come at you with. So the real question here is this: let's just let it play out. Let's watch them, because we can't really do anything. We can't cage them. We can't control them. We can't manipulate them. We can't get them out. Like, the real question is this: they're kind of waiting for you to kind of leave, right? Perhaps maybe leave timeline. But again, if the source of it all wants you to be here, then it kind of is what it is, right? So now they're like, okay, shit, we can't be against them, so let's join them. I don't think they're going to join you. I do think they are just going to learn from you. And that's the final conclusion of people that have such animosity, whether it was in the flesh or in spirit. Okay? You guys know what I mean with the flesh part, the isms of it all, right? The oppression of it all. Because that's also an entire program in itself. But for those that know, all of it is based spiritually. It is the Jedi versus Darth Vader type of energy. You get it? It's the Lex Luthor versus Superman type of energy. That's what this is. Anyways, anything else that's relevant? Listen, as one light worker to another, I'm fucking proud of you guys. And for the opposition and the haters, keep on learning, because hey, we're here to stay. Okay? So there's somebody that is like so emotional about you right now. I do feel like somebody's like really in remorse. They feel very guilty. This is the same people or person that was hoping and praying for a downfall, watching you go through so many lessons, thinking that you wouldn't survive, you would go crazy, or you would just kind of end yourself, low key. Okay, depending on season 1, 2, or 3 of your life here. They're really in remorse. Okay, they're very sad. They kind of feel emotionally unstable, if I'm gonna be honest. They want to reach out to you. Either they want to talk to you about what they have caused or what they allow, because I'm also tuning into like if somebody knew that you were getting bullied or harassed, collective, right? Because that's a program in itself. Because like I told you, the entire thing when it comes to people that are gifted is to make sure that they stay, well, not seen, locked up, or vanished. Okay, it's literally sci-fi movie 2.0 in reality, give or take. But the person that's really sad, very remorseful, in remorse right now, watching you or want to reach out to you. Either they want to kind of come clean on what they did or what they allow to place. Okay, I know how you're going to feel about this. Or they now want to come and talk to you about them feeling emotional unstable because they now feel crazy. Okay, I don't know if karma hit them, but somehow they feel unhinged, crazy. They're going through like maybe the dark night of the soul themselves. Maybe they're having a spiritual enlightenment and they're going through the hardships that you went through, but they are feeling like they ain't got no support system. They feel like they're dying. Meanwhile, the same person probably watched you go through all of these moments and just let you fucking drown, is asking for your help now because shit has hit the fan. Shit has hit them now. So I don't know how you're gonna take with this, collective, but there is somebody that's gonna reach out because now they feel like life is trying to take them out. And since you already went through that, overcame that, and they also definitely watched that take place, that's why they're so amazed that you're still here. They're asking you for advice or counsel or at least comfort. If you want to be there for them, then so be it. If not, then so be it, because at the end of the day, everything is a choice. We do have free will. Some people, they abuse that fucking free will and do stupid shit. Okay? Hence all the injustice and oppression and manipulation and the fuck shit. Okay? But yeah, collective, this is the message for today. I know it's a little bit, well, I think it's really clear for those that would get it. Okay? And that's the end of this reading. Any dates that is relevant, listen, for those that have survived, have overcome, has become victorious, only good thing awaits. Like nothing can touch you. They are now aware of this. They're watching for you for guidance and help. Some of them will be at your beck and call, crawling for your freaking you know what I'm thinking of? Again, with the Bible references, but there's a scripture in the Bible, obviously, and Jesus was walking with his disciples, I think somewhere around Rome, and there was this woman. She, like, everybody wanted to get closer near Jesus because he was all this powerful, enlightened being, right? He got the power, right? He's connected to the Most High, to the Father. And this woman was like, I just need to touch the hem of your cloak or something of this nature, and that will heal her. Like somebody's gonna act in that desperate energy, and I feel like it's for this emotional person. Now they feel like hell is upon them, or I wouldn't say hell, but what I'm gonna say is whatever you experience, for them it feels like hell. For them it feels like death. Okay, you already overcome. You're stronger than ever. You are now that person, that oppressor's teacher. Okay, this person will reach out to you because they feel fucking crazy. And I'm talking about mental breakdown, crash out, like mentally ill. Like life is ready to take them out any second, every day, any day of any time. Okay, the same person that watched you go through the same thing, if not worse. Okay, they're going to reach out to you feeling like you Jesus Christ and can heal them based on whatever you say as a response, or you just being in their circle because somehow they're seeing you as a saving grace. Okay, again, collective, my soul tribe, if you want to do so, then you do so. If not, again, it's a choice, and whatever happened, it's aligned with the universe, whether you're there for them or not. Okay, the good thing is this: there is a difference between you and them, because if they really got you back, they wouldn't have been a Judas in your life. Okay, anything else based on numbers that's relevant? If not, we're gonna wrap it up. A lot of people are afraid, okay? I always say this: be careful how you treat other people, because you don't know when it's going to be your turn, okay? And to keep me, my collective, in a mental state of it all. And it's hard to take, especially when you're in the shits. You'll be like, why is this even happening? Because there's no logical factor to it all. I say this to say, everything happens for a reason. What I do know, the people on the right side will always be on top. And that's where you're at. That's where the light workers is at, the earth angels, the people that are truth seekers, and the people that are genuine, the people that are on the right side of justice, the right side energy-wise, right? Know what it means to manipulate and deal with karma and dharma. Like, right, those that have already installed type of awareness, we will always be 10-10, like I say. Okay? Yeah, and that's the end of this reading. It's the 30th of October right now. I usually do like my zodiac sign readings, but I did them prior. And again, I feel that not to be, cheeky or whatever, but that was for a reason. I've already done like my bonus readings for the zodiac signs in the middle of this month. I feel like this reading was special for this freaking day. Okay. And we're gonna go with the flow with that. So on that note, thank you for everybody that understands, overstands, and understands. The people that are watching and learning, the people that know what the truth is or is learning what the truth is and living with what is. Okay? Because at the end of the day, it all happens for a reason.